Welcome everybody back to the R4 Alliance National Conference here in Florida. I am Bob Calvert, the host of TalkingWithHeroes.com, and I'm sure you've watched some of the videos already. You know, we're interviewing board members, we're interviewing member organizations, mostly veterans, about what's happening here at the conference. And so if you could introduce yourself to the American people and just talk a little bit first about your service.
Hi, I'm Hayward Sawyer. I had the opportunity to serve in the Marine Corps in 1968-69 in Vietnam, and was with the 3rd Marine Division up in the DMZ, and then subsequently spent unexpected time on a hospital ship, and I couldn't return to full duty when I came back into country, and I was had the honor of being picked up as an aide-de-camp to General E.B. Wheeler, very famous World War II Marine. And General Wheeler was a deputy commanding general of the 24th Corps under General Richard Stilwell, and then subsequently General Melvin Zace. So I finished my 12 months there as an aide-de-camp to General Wheeler.
Great. Well, thank you again for your service. Now, since then, you've spent many years, you're in business right now. You have a business yourself. But yet, like many Vietnam veterans, you're out there kind of leading the way in helping our current veterans. How'd you get involved with like R4 Alliance?
Well, I had several things. I've been involved with the Marine Corps Educational Foundation for many years. I had the opportunity there through a company that I worked for, did a scholarship in my honor, a perpetual scholarship. So that was something that we've done. But the R4 Alliance came through the formation of Higher Ground in Sun Valley, Idaho. And we received a grant from the DuPont Foundation to actually fund the decision on, is there an opportunity there for the collaboration of many of the different organizations that are working with our vets, but how do you bring that together? So that grant enabled us to do a very extensive, in-depth evaluation, and it was determined that there would be a significant value and benefit. So R4 was formed for the single purpose of trying to bring in as many of these organizations that are helping our vets and to collaborate with one another. And one of our board members, Bill Potter, took on the one of the board members at Higher Ground took on the responsibility of striking out and taking on that project of forming R4. And so over the last year, we've gone from, actually in 18 months, we've gone from 0 members in the organization. So now we're up to over 60 members in the R4. And Bill Potter's led that charge for us.
And again, both of you Vietnam veterans.
And both
leading the way.
Potter's right.
Yeah.
Potter's Army, a Vietnam vet, and then myself, a Marine, Vietnam.
Okay, talk a little briefly about the impact that's happening today at this conference with all the members here, all the veterans. You see some that are obviously wounded warriors, and talk a little bit about that and what's happening here.
Yeah, we have a tremendous, the attendance of the organizations, number one, but the individuals and some of their walk in life. Some of them are severely injured, traumatic brain injury, post-traumatic stress, accommodation, the sexual issues. So we have a mixture of both male and female warriors, and then we have spouses of many of the veterans that are here as caretakers and oversight and bigger jobs many times than the veterans themselves. So it's been a really exciting 2 days. All the input and the sincerity and just the dedication of each one of these organizations and the people involved has been very rewarding for me to see so many people today coming forward and participating and supporting our veterans.
Yeah, it's been very rewarding for me to have my daughter here because she's a veteran, her husband's an Iraq veteran, and to be able to see her sharing with other people and getting tools to bring back to her family. And this is what R4 Alliance is all about, and it's happening around the country now. Yep. Okay.
Very
Why don't
exciting.
you give the R4 Alliance website address and also briefly mention about Patriot Parade and how they find out about that?
You're putting me on the spot with a website.
Well, you can. There's a link on R4 Alliance.
Yeah, that's the R4 Alliance. I apologize.
That's okay.
Yeah.
R4alliance.org.
Okay.
And then the Patriot Parade initiative is really starting to take off.
Right. The Patriot Parade. We're just really now we're in our 3rd phase of that with the all the technology and the programming and everything. So we're really anxious for that to be kicked off here before Veterans Day.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time. Why don't you give a shout out to the men and women who are still serving around the world?
Well, just personally, I just thank you for everything you're doing and the sacrifices that you and your families are making, and just pray for your safety and pray that God gives you courage every day to continue on. And we appreciate you carrying on the legacy of all of those who served before you and those that will serve afterwards. So thank you for taking on that responsibility, and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you for your service and for continuing to serve.
Well, thank you.
Great to meet you finally, too.
It's a real honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Once again, folks, you've been listening to members, veterans, families of the r4alliance.org. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video with everybody you feel led to share it with. And we'll be back from Florida at the R4 Alliance National Conference with more.